Hi, welcome to Open House. I'm Miss Benjamin, and welcome to your students' freshman English Literature and Composition class. I'm very glad you're here, even virtually. Your presence and you and your students' voice matters to me. A little bit about me. Here's a bigger picture of me. This is my 14th year teaching and my 10th year at Parkview. I teach 9th and 11th grade English language arts to what we are now calling multilingual learners, formerly known as ESOL. I'm also the school MTSS coordinator. I have two children in college and two dogs. I love reading, baking, and gardening. Here I am at the beach this summer with my mother and one of my brothers. Freshman English Literature and Composition challenges students to extend and refine their use of language. Each semester includes a balance of composition, applied grammar, and an in-depth study of literature. The developments of vocabulary, speaking, listening, researching, and test-taking skills are an integral part of the curriculum. This semester, we'll do vocabulary and grammar, essays, projects, tests, and quizzes, of course, and we'll read independent novels. The first unit that we're working on right now is a narrative essay unit, and then we'll also be working on independent reading with book clubs. Then we'll do a research unit, followed by short stories at the end of the semester. Next semester, we'll continue to refine skills from first semester. We'll also read Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare, The Odyssey by Homer, short stories and poetry, and of course, we'll continue independent reading. The grade categories in ninth grade English language arts are AKS Progress, 35%. This is classwork, quizzes, homework, that sort of thing. AKS Mastery, 40%. That's tests, projects, essays. Interim, which is a midterm exam, is worth 5%. This comes from the county. Performance Final, which is an essay in class, 10% of the semester grade. And then the district assessment final exam also comes from the county, and it's worth 10% of the semester grade. Classroom routines and procedures. Hopefully your student brought home a piece of paper for you to sign with information about our class cell phone procedure, which is consistent across all of the ESOL classes. We have a no cell phone policy. There are special pockets on the wall for students to put their cell phones. I've already had to call one parent. So please know that if I call you, it's because your child was not following the class rules, which they very well know. My idea is to celebrate community in real life. Cheating and plagiarism is really tricky nowadays, but the basic idea is that if it did not come from their head, it's cheating. It's copying from the internet or from a classmate. Plagiarism or cheating, basically the same thing. Using artificial intelligence, plagiarism. Copying on a test or a quiz, plagiarism. And I'll make sure students know how to do this, to use evidence from other sources and give credit for the ideas so that it does not count as plagiarism. Late work in this class, I'm pretty generous because it is for English language learners, but they do need to turn in classwork, projects, and essays late. If they're late, 5 days past the due date. After that, depending on the circumstances, I may or may not accept it. I'm certainly not going to accept work from August or September in November or December. It needs to be turned in on time. And the best way to turn in on time work is to come to class every single day. If you need to get in touch with me, here's my email address, diane.benjamin@gcpsk12.org. This is also on my eClass course page, which your student can show you. I run a Google Classroom class. There's really very little information on eClass. And then the parent portal is also a super source of how to keep track of your student's progress. If your child needs extra help, the best way to get that is to ask me in class. If they need help beyond that, I'm always do my best to be available after school by appointment. I do have a lot of student, parent, teacher meetings, and my role is the MTSS coordinator. So if if a student makes an appointment, then I know not to schedule a meeting at the same time. If a student was late or missed class, they can choose whether they want to make up assignments in class during their advisement period or after school by appointment. And the main thing is be proactive. Don't wait until you tell your student not to wait until they're really lost. Ask for help up front, and I'm happy to give it. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you have a great evening.